Hi, I'm Debbie Harris, and we're back today to talk about networking. We started last week because we want to get 2020 off to a fantastic start. And we're talking about face-to-face networking here. You know, that's still important. Even if your business is national or global, local matters, and shaking hands with people still matter. And the question I get a lot is, where should I network? What's the best thing for me? What do you recommend? Well, there's several different ways to do it. Today we're going to talk about some of those different types of networking organizations that we mentioned last week. There's the BNIs. The BNI, the LATIP, the LEADs, there's a number of different names for these groups. The main thing they have in common is they often meet weekly or bi-weekly. And they have very strict criteria to them, and they're usually one profession per person. Now, these are great if you're starting out with your business. They're also great for business to business and business to consumer. So look into one of those. Go check in your neighborhood, check in your local area, and see what resonates with you. Now, maybe every week is not for you, and often it isn't. There are groups that meet monthly. For example, there's something called Trustegrity, which I personally am involved in, and I can tell you more about that if you get in touch with me. That's actually sweeping across the country. But there's also NAWBO, the National Association of Women Business Owners. There's FINRA for financial professionals. There's all kinds of different professional organizations that you can take advantage of. So check it out. There's also the service organizations. Now remember, we mentioned that Rotary isn't really about, well, you don't do it for the networking, you do it to give back in your community. But believe me, you're going to make business relationships, and Rotarians, Kiwanians, Lions, people tend to do business with people they do service projects with. So look at your Chamber of Commerce. That's the last category we're going to mention today. One thing I want to say about a chamber, if you live in a big city, you want to get involved in committee work. If you live in a small town, chambers can be awesome, and often they have their own networking referral groups within them. So remember, look at what resonates with you. Feel the energy of a group. Talk to people. Go a couple of times before you commit. And this year will be fantastic for networking. I'll see you next week.